Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Is the pressure of finding treasure getting too much for Rick Lagina on the Curse of Oak Island? Marty Lagina reveals on next week's episode of The Curse of Oak Island that he is worried about the burden his brother Rick is carrying as they try to get to the bottom of the mystery. As fans know, former U.S. postal worker Rick has been fascinated by the Oak Island story ever since he first read about it in the January 1965 edition of Reader's Digest magazine at the age of 11. Marty Lagina reveals on next week's episode of The Curse of Oak Island that he is worried about the burden his brother Rick is carrying as they try to get to the bottom of the mystery. As fans know, former U.S. postal worker Rick has been fascinated by the Oak Island story ever since he first read about it in the January 1965 edition of Reader's Digest magazine at the age of 11. However, it has now been more than a decade since the brothers and their team took over the treasure hunt on the island in 2006, and 4 years since they began filming the show. In a new sneak peek for next week's episode, Rick says in an interview with producers, "There are very few knowns in the Money Pit area, but I still believe there's something there to be found, and I'm not giving up." But Marty says in a separate interview, "I worry about my brother. He's carrying the whole weight of this." Another scene sees the brothers and other members of the team standing around the Money Pit area, as Rick tells them, "I believe it's here." Marty replies, nodding his head, "I know you do," before Rick repeats, "It's here." Rick has always said that he and his brother aren't the kind to give up, and the team go by the motto, "Once in, forever in." But he has previously admitted, during an AMA, Ask Me Anything, session with brother Marty on Reddit, that they can't continue the hunt forever unless they get results. Everything is pointing at next week's episode potentially being a game changer for the team, as the sneak peek also shows them uncovering a piece of pottery at 190 feet, as well as a fragment of what local area archaeologist Laird Niven says his instinct tells him is bone. What do you think? Are the team on the verge of a huge discovery? Watch the trailer for next week's The Curse of Oak Island and let us know on Facebook or in the comments below.